Corey lives up the road here. He called me, he was mad. He said he rented the building, he said at least a month before Thanksgiving. He said maybe 6 weeks. And he come down to get the key the night before to decorate, and Barb said, you can't have it because someone rented online, one of the committee members. And he said, I already had it rented. He said, I want to know when
I
they,
had a call for Thanksgiving Day too.
when they
Somebody
rented it,
else.
and how come Barb didn't have it on the calendar?
I don't know what happened there. Barb is the one that usually takes phone calls, does the applications. When she gets a reservation, she calls me and I put it on the calendar.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way I know to put it on the calendar.
But
She doesn't have a computer, so I don't know what happened there.
yeah, he said he had 60 people he had to call the night
Oh,
before.
golly.
And he said, I come down by the check, so there was only 4 or 5 cars there. But like when I had it, I always had the calendar there, and if they didn't call and it got on the calendar, they didn't get it, you know. But
I know that, I'm almost certain there was somebody on the calendar for Thanksgiving, but, you know, I don't know. We'll have to talk to Barb.
Well, it seems like you should take away the third party,
uh,
take away that third party.
Barb shouldn't have it.
There's too much, sounds like too much interaction.
Yeah,
that
that's
Well,
what
he's
I'm
getting.
saying.
that's why I
If
wondered
if
if,
she's handling the park situation, let her handle the whole thing.
well, that's why I wonder if it ought to be, do it by phone, that way you know who it is, and skip it during the internet.
Jane Lynn that actually got it that day for Thanksgiving.
It doesn't
that
go on the
name is still
internet
on there.
until after it's scheduled.
You might
so
wanna give
it's-
Barbara a chance to explain what
You
happened,
you
You
can't,
can't put it on there until it's already.
because
scheduled.
only we can put them on the calendar. If someone said they made a reservation on the computer,
Can't
they
do it.
can't do it.
they can't, they'd have to
It's
talk
not
to her
an interactive
first.
That's
program.
what Ralph told me.
Yeah, that's not even
incorrect.
doable.
But he said he stopped over and Barb put him on the calendar, and he stopped to get the key on Friday night, or the night
Do we have a
before,
calendar back here too?
and I don't think we do. But he said he come down to get the key, and she said, well,
There's
There's a
someone,
calendar back there.
Does she
yeah,
keep
but I don't
them?
think it's on
I
there.
don't think she writes it on here.
Oh, if she does, I don't know.
How many people's got to say over
Well, it should be
Barb's the
whoever's
one
got
that
the calendar.
has been handling all of those reservations.
Cause I had another guy that wasn't him that called
But she doesn't
a
do
week,
the internet.
a week before
She calls
Thanksgiving
me
and
and I
thought that he
put
had
the
it
name
too.
on there. That way,
And
the
I
only
gave
thing
him
the
Barb's
internet
number,
does is
and it
someone
didn't
can
have-
look
he
on
didn't
the
have it, so I
internet
don't
to
know
see if
what
that date is available.
But that's what we're saying.
Pennington?
If you got the internet, you should be going it in instead of going 2 ways with it. Now what you're doing, they going to her, then she calls you, you put it on the internet.
So you can't fill out an application on the internet and get it
You
sent
can
across?
print it, but no, you can't do that.
Okay, okay,
No,
so then
that
what,
you can't do.
the way what I heard was he did it over the internet, he was approved over the internet, and
That's not even
He's
possible.
wrong.
that's what it sounded
It's
like.
wrong.
Can't be done.
You can't do
Yeah,
that.
that can't be done, so I don't know.
I don't
We'll
know,
have to-
Ralph just told me he stopped over to Barb's, he said it was a month or so before, and rented it. And when he stopped to get the key, she said, somebody already rented it on the internet. He said, why did she put me on the calendar the month before? He said, I wanna know when they rented it. And he said, and she said it was a committee member. And he said, I come down by to look, and he said, there's only 4 or 5 cars. But,
But if somebody rented it, and then a committee member bumped him, which is okay, shouldn't
they
that
can't do
person be
that.
contacted
No, you
though?
don't
No.
they can't bump anybody.
We don't fund
And that's not who it
Do
was
you have any
anyway,
knowledge
who
of the
ended up
committee
with
Yeah.
it.
How to do
No.
that?
A lot of
No.
people rent it a year ahead, you know,
Right.
they'll rent it, and they'll say, next, put me on the calendar for next year, at the same time. And,
I guess, aren't we still giving out forms and taking, deposits? I mean, that's the key. Did he get a form, did he get a deposit? If he did, then
Right,
that's a different
and
story.
Barb has that, so we'll have to talk with her
Yeah.
at our next meeting, because I don't know what happened. You know, she handles all of that.
So your next meeting's the 5th, 7th?
Yes.
Okay.
Unfinished business. You haven't found any on the chair.
The only chairs I found, I haven't got to Columbus yet, the only chairs I found is Lowe's for new ones, $9 a piece. I'd like to get up to Columbus, check the furniture place, see if we can buy some good ones.
Okay.
Don, have you thought about checking with, Jeff Baird? I mean, I've seen on auction sites, hundreds of chairs on, that are going cheap as heck, schools and whatnot, you know, disposing their old inventory, cause I always buy new.
Yeah.
Jeff has got a pretty good source for that kind of stuff.
Okay, get hold of him and see.
Okay. Is that their,
Plaque.
plaque?
Did you give it to Mark?
She has it.
Okay, on the vendors.
I talked to Trustee Hart at the engineers meeting. Somebody said Licking Township had that in place,
They don't,
and he told me he didn't know anything about it.
they don't, I talked to,
Dave Miller.
Dave Miller about it.